Okay, so I took your original file that you posted, and I'm going to go to my trace feature, and I'm going to select the entire graphic, and I'm going to increase my high pass filter. And this is just usually something I play around with until I'm pretty happy with how it looks. And I may zoom in on something just so I can see how well it's getting it. And when I get to where I'm happy with it, I'll go ahead and trace. And then I'll just move this out the way. Now, as you see, it caught all of this stuff here, so I need to go ahead and do some editing on it. So what I will do is release my compound path, and I'm going to make selections, and I'm going to delete those pieces. So there'll be some pieces, especially here, that are actually connected to the ponies. So I'm going to select the pony, shift and click, and it will unselect the ponies. But I'll have to go back in and clear some of this stuff up afterwards. Same thing with here. And I'm just shifting and selecting to unselect. And then what I will do is I'll go zoom in, and I will start point editing and using my knife and all other kind of tools just to clean it up. So I'll go ahead and delete that. So for this one, for example, here, I'm just going to point edit. I'm going to go ahead and make this line a curve and just pull it out a little bit just to give it a little curve into it. And here I'm going to use my knife. And I'm going to go do the same thing. I will edit the points, and I can get into point editing mode by double clicking. And sometimes you really have to zoom in just really close to see what's going on. I'm going to hit shift, and I'm going to select both those points, and I'm going to delete them. Zoom back out. And I'll go ahead and select this point, and you notice this line, so I'm going to go ahead and make my line curved, and I'm going to go ahead and just manipulate it. Get a nice little curve on it that I'm happy with. Yeah. And I'm going to do pretty much the same thing to all of these. This one needs to be sliced as well. And then I need to delete that part. I'm going to zoom in here. Oops. Double click. Get rid of a couple of points. And the same thing, I want to make sure I got the line selected. And I'm going to go ahead and make a little curvature on it. I'm going to go ahead and delete this point here because I don't like what it's doing. It seems there's a bunch of points on top of it. See how we're looking. Just got a couple more spots that looks like we need to fix. Zoom tool. Double click, and what I'm going to do is hit shift and select multiple points. It goes delete point. That looks good. And the same thing here. glorious undo button. And again, I want to make this curved. And then I'm going to zoom out. And rather than selecting the entire thing and making a compound path, I'm going to select each individual pony and make it a compound path. And then I can move it out my way. Shift, unselect. Compound path. Now from here, what I'm going to do is go ahead and select everything and just fill it in. Oops, see, there we go. I'm going to fill it in just to see how it really looks. Gives me a better idea when I fill things in. And I can say I'm happy with that. The red line always bugs me. And that's how I completed that. If you have any questions, feel free to PM me. Thanks.